You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This, Charlie, it be one editorial. My name is DJ Slim, and of course, this editorial is proudly brought to you by 3ws.mybet.africa. Unyeka
Ubedi.
Udizwe Betua.
Yes.
Striker the Miracle is up in the building.
Yes, sir. DJ Slim, how you feeling this morning?
Oh, everything blessed, delivered fresh from nature. God. Omo mucha Donald Trump. My bet.africa no. Na odds no 1.57. Inti say all the 1,000
two next year.
Sisi ubenya 1,570 mebwa.
What's the name that's
1.57. So
that means bet from community saying lady no nyana.
There is also reading now. What I say, I'm trying to do the math here. Okay. So 1.57 and I 1.57 and I would try even 200 cities. I will 314 and I would try 1.57 would try 1,000. I will 1,570 when you 570 profit.
Guys,
what do I say?
Guys,
a big investment. Yeah, we turn about now. Why we're trying to do one say. But make sure say still now log in to my bet.africa because a year Ghana the also Ghana presidential election. Ubenya Mahama, Ubenya Baumia, and so I will leadership also a bit tiny in Echi. A tradews.mybet.africa. Creativity at its best. What I say first Ghana.com. Creativity at its best. It's mybet.africa, the audio man out there. Yes. This edition is also proudly brought to you by Jupe. Yes, we'll send this free man on Abagana. Yes, so use Jupe download the app.
Yes.
Now if you use promo code DJ Slim, we use our promo code now. Unya $10 discount.
Akonta.
What you say?
Bacho Jupe abande use promo code DJ Slim.
Trobum. Member squeeze with them just throwing in a book.
Akonta.
Now for Sunday.
Sounds my akonta brefo.
Yeah. Akonta srewa send you kakrawai. Send you kakrawai.
Jupe.
So
this is dollar blues. Okay.
Yeah. Dollar and I'm 17.2. Yes. If the fundamentals are weak.
We send the coins kakra free through bagana.
Yes.
Omuyedu.
Yes. And $1,000 is here. 170 million plus.
Akotaka de bia me bodi o show you so.
Kaudina.
Ma pretty we are to. Chance to be full. Chance to go be full one time.
Whether you be what season.
Season ma.
Yes. Yeah, finish hard my Jupe. DJ Slim Chobum said we have a $10 discount on all your transaction. Of course, aqua blue water. So kai aqua blue asinum su papa num so konjen na fe bibia entimenya kamama. Well, Striker the Miracle.
Senior man.
Highway no so to say.
Bibia yedi, but I'm a little bit surprised. Why say America for elections is so calm.
Yeah.
And to say yedi in a way, but America say I no lie.
That's a main carry. What was that?
The moment you do this, the moment or just spirit and I'm on fire, boom. Oh, I don't know why like way too calm.
It's I think
the air kind, the air also like the beer.
I think it's basically the level of education around it, and also my practicing democracy nature. So they understand virtually, a lot about
the process,
Yeah, the process, because a hopper I think I stand to be corrected.
Yeah.
The level of democracy now more a practice, a little bit different from that of because more they buy in a there are certain states where they practice the electoral college system.
Okay.
Whereby mumu could to abayi ubi obi say omumu to final abananye day. And so it's not even popular vote anymore.
Yes.
And they have even places that and I wonder if that can happen over here. Say ABI say I'm a kung fu na say Subin constituency. Mumu to abe nipa 100 or more because looking at the nature or the size of the place, mumu to abe yomo munim de 100. So omumum and mamo on your behalf. Just like how the delegates vote on behalf of the party. What you say? Something like that. Can our democracy get to that level where we will accept that? What you say? So these are some of the things that they've gone mature.
Oh,
What
okay.
you say? Mature. So,
but there's this personal question I'm person because we didn't count. Me say, is there a time because I know America has these hackers now that what is it? You my bani be da.
Okay, so I mean,
like
issues of election rigging.
Yes.
It has been it was one of the hot button issues. Last election, Donald Trump declared who say or a winner, a man in Crawford. That is the January 6th or the January something insurrection. A man declaring who winner, man for Kura, White House or Capitol Hill or near Yamukubu Remua. Almost your more winning abano.
Only Joe Biden there.
Only Joe Biden there. No man for Kubu Remu gidi o. Hey, is ne chita phone be board on Kubu Rahwa. You know, they believe they won, but you know,
so they believe it was rigged. That's what you say. Was rigged.
I mean, there are series, there are even TV shows that shows, you know, election rigging things, which people believe say if it wasn't there, why would people even think about it and put it in you know, TV shows and all that. But you know, it happens. Once it's technology, there's a way around it.
So their question is OBMC election course which my bed.com Africa crowd there about a man for chi there more with two Donald Trump me shows about almost because I think the BBC declares Donald Trump is the winner. Now, and I saw you post that's your president.
That's my president. I mean, there are times in the growth of every business.
Yes.
And I treat, you know, a country as a business because Niama bebre a country ni here and a business and so here.
Okay.
So the growth pattern, the type of leader that you need. And Americans have made a loud statement that in their current dispensation, they need more or less a radical CEO to make sure there's balance in almost system. No?
Yes, sir.
And for our viewers, and as I was explaining earlier on, say business etiki shape beer and they bring in a CEO and I say a head. Head and be any duty for that time would be to save money.
She said, "Oh, can a head there? I was okay. I'll give you a head there."
If say the CEO be about the CEO the target here say obe sevuska. At that point in time, the CEO is not really interested in doing a lot of promotion, but as in the current emphasis be a business like MTN,
okay.
Right? MTN. Maybe the CEO as it stands now is equal as an ordinary current customers, any iska omodeba and maintaining them. Onye na adwin so opese the new subscribers and as new customers bibi this promotion near there's no way but maybe na previous CEO no the target was to bring in
more customers
into or MTN for almost say or more check down or more check way or
new bundle packages
bundle packages be so near these are offers just to make sure you rope in. You come into their fold. It's a new one. Once I didn't all of a sudden, once MTN for no more check out.
No more check. Yeah. And then NCBU. She said, "Yes, hello, sister, new no more friend."
So now what is happening is maybe the person who has been or elected as the CEO is now just consolidating the gains or no. Or more or appealing to yes, a new one because
no new friends.
You drew a certain level. We don't even need to be promoting again, spending more money, let's conserve the money, and then what you say?
Yes.
So in the growth of a country, it gets to a point where the president, who is the CEO, the chief executive officer, and I said chief executive of the armed forces.
Okay.
And now commander in chief, commander in chief of the armed forces. Or no, its sole duty would be to, protect the country.
Okay.
Until the citizens will know who to vote for, who is speaking to the right issue. What you are saying. Yes. So for Americans, one of the hot button issues that they were basing on to vote, number one would be the economy that is tackling inflation.
Yes.
And also security. And these things were idea Trump has been preaching for a long time.
So
massive deportation. Yes. And massive deportation, what is it?
And you can maybe say, how would this election affect Ghana? I know them to Remuno.
I wouldn't Or no, but so what say? Say, massive deportation and number one, demand pool inflation. He really wants to, get rid of that.
Okay.
Or massive deportation or solve or more illegal documents be our country.
Oh.
What you say? Only illegal ways. I mean, Trump, since the days, first time in office, build the wall.
There were videos. Be one of my Mexico phone, I will buy illegal now. Who are illegal? Now, separate him.
Yeah, what you say?
Yes, it was really sad, but I think he was just doing his work.
And Juma no, because when there are lots of people in the country, population, any development, population will issue on development too.
Sir.
Oh yeah. It was stronghold on development. If the population, for the American economy, where they stimulate the economy by giving out grants, not grants, but almost for every food stamps for the less privileged.
Yes,
the more you have less privileged people who make it illegally to America and they become a burden on the government. That is, governments will now have to spend more
money to take care of them.
Exactly.
Okay.
What you say?
Yes.
But imagine if. So why do you think they want to know your bank statement? They want to know how much you are earning before they give you access to America.
100%
why do you think
right?
Because they don't want you to be a burden on them. Because if you're a burden on them, you are going to put pressure on the existing amount of money. Now they will have to take care of you. They don't want to take care of you.
They don't.
So the idea that I think was pushed around that people did not understand about Trump is, and I'm not me sides P when it comes to American election. I don't I don't think I would want to stick my neck out and say, me follow Trump and as in follow Kamala Harris. No. But what Trump in the administration, Emma Africans, and I say worldwide, most people don't want to hear his name is how brutal he comes across.
As a blunt.
Or say, yewofa bebefi. Yewofa na nenkra tanya.
Oh, I promise.
Because of the B1, B2, and a boy. And I offer aqua came 6 months a trim. That means I offer bar. Want to mean go back into a fire and I drink crash on this and I man 3 months. No, see a man type R crown 2 months. Of us all may be almost of Faba. Into Yama Ghana for and shut antenna.
And if illegal immigrants
or Mujano. But I can tell you that during Trump's administration, they issued a lot of visas. I am a living testimony on that.
Yes, we were talking about it off camera.
Yeah, I was telling you.
Yes.
I had applied for visa during the Obama time. I
went to a black man.
I black when we freaking bounce home.
But senior man
you can argue, say maybe I did not have the necessary documents as at that time. You can argue on that. But me need consulate in the boot, so we don't know what But I'm just saying that if we are reading it on surface level, it's the amount for reading our more hate for Trump. I can tell you I got my visa during Trump's administration and it has been active for that time out.
Was that process a little bit easier than first?
Extremely easy
and smooth.
Better.
Gosh.
2, the reason why most African countries don't really like and most people don't like is how he addressed Africa as a shithole. Okay.
Yeah. Say Africa is not a shithole.
But if it's not a shift, if Africa or Ghana is not a shithole, how can you have all these natural resources and be poor?
Oh, Africa, they need shithole.
No, so
yes, this can another chama in
That is the nature of the president that they need in America right now. The person who will tell you the truth to the face and not mince words. And no here see because world peace in here. The Russia-Ukraine war, they believe if Trump was in office,
okay.
People strongly believe that.
Okay, ANC
because I mean a simple conversation with friends saying Vladimir Putin would have solved some of these some of these issues. And how Biden was dancing around Ukraine and throwing support around. Even war baby SCC and even what is the Israel for DNA. I mean, people believe that Trump can stamp authority. Biden drew baby. That guy, I don't know if it was dementia or what. Why is slow? Taking decision itself. The reason why he had to bow out of the competition. Drew baby owns a who you need to baby, I want for you to be doing some of these active things. And nothing a man bow out. So people are looking for that guy, that firm guy.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing I'm gonna win is I don't know. Because it wasn't, I don't think it was the election was based on personality. Americans did not vote.
Because if it was based on personality, I think he would be the last person they would want to vote for.
It wasn't. It was on issues and who is best
to solve them.
To solve that issue. That is the type of that is the type of level of
mentality
that is who's America for. For no say near Dawson. Oh, we can. Oh, Charlie, what change channel neighbor ha.
We got some penetrator quality them to
say no one effect. Yes, do I believe that there are some dumb people out there in America that will also vote for?
Of course.
Yes.
But don't wanna put logic in place.
You check Trump, the areas that he won. He won a lot of rural areas. Yes.
Sir.
We need a lot of rural areas. The Joe Rogan type of audience, the Elon Musk type of audience. On which Elon Musk it be a free speech movement. Because Jack Dorsey ban any free Twitter.
Yes.
Elon Musk be J na no any free ban. Release so
many men
release your boy. You release your boy.
I think it's one of the intros for Bravo and I say, release your boy.
Release your boy.
That's what's up.
Or release your boy. Free speech as a bedrock. And he's been able to share his thoughts. Because sometimes, and in fact, not just sometimes, most of the time, the people who cause change are radicals.
Okay.
They don't live within the confines of the norms. Like, they don't.
So
because
to you, you would prefer a leader like that?
No, it depends on my analysis. Me compare to that of a business like MTN.
Okay, yes.
In the growth of the business, what do they need?
A radical CEO.
What I say? In the time be need you here. You will not need a radical CEO. Here a Trump. You need obi or relaxed. Obi tia seminal. Nafi why deliberation. But in this moment,
this is what you need.
They need a firm person because almost complaining about the economy. I mean, I entered into one shopping mall in 2019
yes.
in Virginia.
Okay.
Where I was holding like $2,000, right? In 2019, $2,000, the stuff that I bought.
The free honor.
Small.
Yes, small.
I entered into the same outlet.
2023.
The same outlet in 2023. That was last year. $2,000 as a spending budget. Near my meeting free for buying quite less. So even me, as an immigrant, I felt it. Exactly. Toll, cost of toll. 2019 when I was in Jersey, and then me free another state cross over to Jersey in 2023. All these things, gas prices, people are complaining about it. So the average American is feeling it. These are the issues that a bar fought now man fought two about on it. So you realize that people that actually fuck with Trump, believe that America should be a place where there's luxury, there's wealth. It will see a DE where
yes. Because all the okay, say like but you can say do international no. If I actually experienced it. Yes.
I experienced it. So Kamala Harris, if you have the opportunity of addressing the people and you're like, they ask you, say, so what are you bringing to the table? And I say, on the state of the economy, say, you are going to continue whatever the Joe Biden administration did that. Then you are literally telling the people that the hardship. But until means one selling a party now out, saying the party now perform, but because it will be a shot, it will be a her shooting herself in the foot. Because not a vice president.
That's also true shot.
Exactly. Papa. 19 America said so. There's a clear thing because most of the time I compare the American election to that
to the
of Ghana.
Ghanaian
Because
election.
we had a vice president, sitting vice president, that's Kamala Harris.
Contesting to be the president.
Contesting.
Yeah.
And on because Ghana has so sitting vice president Baumia contesting.
And they have
a former president contesting again.
Yes, and won.
And winning, and the former president contesting again. We also 4 years, prepare the constitution. So, about 4 person which say a year winner.
Trump a winner.
Trump a winner. That means Mahama will be to my winning.
My bet. Who am I to? My bet. South Africa. Maybe I'm busy about.
Who am I to say it? Say own winning. But incumbency breeds a lot of problems. Incumbency. The current government, time BI, you are at the back end. Because anything that is happening in the country, say, Nkoya, won't you blame?
Yes. So now
And for 8 years, it is hard for you to shift the blame. These are some of the things that are working against Baumia.
Okay. He keeps on blaming the previous...
Two, when people say Baumia, a friend say Baumia a vice president vice president but you are going about your campaign saying so now the digitalization by una it never be the now bit my of which you are the chairman of the economic management team.
So you say on your economic one can you
Odwani free sa class we jai lectures na no ye no what you say ade a hye wo chairman of the EMT. Sa EMT na what so economic management strategically mo na mo be manage economy, of which that was the key, the identity at Dubai.
Okay.
Went to my address as we speak this morning.
Okay.
The dollar is 17.2. You took it from what the emphasis said 4, of which it wasn't even 4. It was 3.8 something.
You have the 4.
What the emphasis 4? 4 cities. Calculate 4 cities. Sarah was saying the cost 17. So it's well over 500% increment. And this is an economist.
He's supposed to get it.
You understand?
He's supposed to get it.
So if people are making some of these arguments, I'll tell you the gospel truth. It's not really looking good for the Baumia administration, the Baumia campaign.
You'll be surprised. You might be surprised.
Exactly, but I'm not. May projection based on the
logic.
Then ebe mo bi akoto abasi CA.
Then ebe mo bi akoto abasi.
What you say?
Yeah.
And people are saying sometimes, people's your internet and so as a social media and your constituency. But what social media is able to do these days? Any there 4 years ago, not social media and exactly. Proliferation of the internet. Internet is a penetration. It's saying how many people have access to internet. How many people are on social media 4 years ago and now and now you gave people free education for 8 years. So guess what? You've educated somebody 8 years. Your friend SS university every
yes.
That person as it stands now well informed. Whether you give it to the person for free or you charge the person. Yeah. The person will now is now facing life fair and square. The decisions about your administration your day. Is he or she going to say because of man free in so economy nim ko year still mental man.
But this time omo go krumo ti say.
What you say?
Obi e power.
Based on niam bi no it's not looking good. However, it's Africa and the reasons why people vote might not be the same in urban settings, might not be the same as reasons why people vote in the rural areas. Reason nasa back then that dollar to me cost no ma catch man for say so you buy ya ma dollar cost from as see first near send a year $100 a year dollars nanke 400 cedis see who say $100 a 1,000 who see I there
but I know you nkomo because first na go hwem na konta betwa na wo be send na me say do twa $100 kwa na
dewa
and I am
1,500
online boys so ni anche
1,700
unim and online phone so ni agi
obi feel but unim dey tie The value of that 1,700 and then
it is about
it is about 300 cities. Because 1,700 crowds is here, exactly. Because if he says, inflation and I say your friends exchange rate in our cost room, it adds up to all the things that are not produced in this country. Because the dollar and dollar and all the tax still also shifting cost in so it doesn't really but higher education we know a urban center come and come we know a omo asebesebi omo school kakra omo tinema bi ase na omo na beti san come we ase but who kwa chire hon dia betimi bukatu betimi bu egu ni so na ten the theater
say
two so what me say in common they are in different folds.
Yes.
Following me closely following the US elections, I've learned so many things. I mean, for new voters, what does it mean for them? Because and I'm on papa say already award to MPP fee into
that shows
for new voters, what is it going to mean? What does it mean for them? So these are some of the conversations that I'm interested for existing voters.
Yes.
How do they see the economy now? Are they going to vote based on issues, or are they going to vote based on their tribe and our ethnic group? What do you say?
Yes.
And only near my course was.
Did the woman in power matter to the voters?
Do
you think the race card even played a part, or the gender card really?
For the race card, I think it worked for Obama. The race card worked for Obama.
Because I heard say before you now to Obama and Kumi.
Yeah, the race card worked for Obama. The other things around gender subtly and also a problem because people still haven't gone, like even in advanced countries like America, still haven't gone beyond it say Obabe to me. Because Hillary lost. I mean, Trump.
And you being a woman and also a black woman, I think it would definitely play a role.
You know, black woman with Indian roots, Indian African roots. You know, some way. Because and women naturally don't like women.
Oh, of course. Thank you for saying this. This
women
one,
like
they make it look like. What can I say? Like women hate women.
Yeah, women don't like women. And there's still that notion that a woman is not firm enough to take certain decisions. Until America say, if it would have been a different time in America's dispensation, if Kamala Harris had won the primaries over Joe Biden and on taking the front stage and on running for president other than Joe Biden, as at that time, I feel say
chance, like a real shot.
Yeah, real shot.
But we know it looks like we'll be a front and a PH on Star Vision.
Because Biden too in the portfolio and what thing. I mean, war hero there, Jack, it's extremely hard for you to beat that tag.
Yeah.
What I say? It's extremely hard. So more dynamics in the F, you know, it was so F how they play their politics. F just that downtown, Hano. Yeah, errors.
I said downtown. I don't know. I hired downtown.
I said I know downtown. Downtown. I don't come on
downtown. What?
I don't come on it different
too
so
much.
You have people breaking away from even the two major political parties. I mean, somebody like Alan Chematin. I mean, looking at the upcoming election, Mihuni said Alan has the ability to, if voter apathy doesn't set in places like Ashanti region, and Meka Ashanti region, knowing that the Ashanti region is like a World Bank for the NPP.
Okay, it's like the World Bank for the NPP.
The NPP.
Why'd you say that?
Because most of the time, when votes at a certain percentage in that region, automatically the Eastern and Ashanti Central can offset most of the regions. Offset it, go a population it also.
Yeah.
Ashanti region per the last census is like 5.1%, which is cumulative. I mean, if you do the numbers, we're looking at 15+ million people.
Almost Ashanti region.
Yes. No,
What?
not 15 plus. 5 million. Forgive me for wrong start. 5 million plus.
Yes.
So if you're looking 5 million plus, of which Accra, Greater Accra, so you have 5 million plus per.
Okay.
Just that the percentages from the 2020 census,
Okay.
I mean, you check it out, percentage, point in and a difference.
Oh, okay.
So if you are able to win in Ashanti region by a huge margin, definitely it will affect it.
All right.
But Alan Walker or Kumasi Accra, I believe he will be able to absorb some of the voter apathy TSC or MPP will be absorb
okay.
Or absorb because a lot of problems for the MPP and also the NDC as well.
But
so it depends on how you look at it.
And also the Jatabi Tusu.
Oh God.
Well.
So until I think so use yellow Afrafanton. Okay, so according to I did some background
research on it. Yes.
Or Afrafantobia or cool calm, but also deadly when so So once a spider a war kruma say and but it was spiders a very, very venomous chain war crack.
Yeah.
It is that type of Afrafanton. So say when the need be say also active or active.
No, Afrafanton is dangerous
very dangerous ones pal.
Your friend Fefe for Nana.
Share your Fefe phone. You dangerous one or pa.
And
vicious. That is what they want to say.
One step on the stool on the wrong way.
And as Afrafanton also opposite prosperity bar. In some cultures, they seem say Afrafanton, that means you are going to be prosperous. In some cultures, sanity. So Afrafanton color ni bi and they say, ye de bi ye de. That is the movement for change. So I mean, I sense say, obey me a course upset to her, same as I sense for cheddar.
Okay.
That they can also cause some form of, upset somewhere. But between cheddar and Alan, movement for change, my election in Mayhon.
I'm offended. That means now you didn't have faith in my president. That is the lady crowd on call. She has to hear one more time. Like she couldn't. You thought she wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
No. Being a third force there.
You don't believe
being a third force. If you ask me, Alan is a step ahead
of them both.
Yes, and Alan can in certain places in Ashanti region win over MPP.
Yeah, sure.
In certain places in Ashanti region.
Yeah,
in certain places, even in the Eastern and Central.
And this question, why Ghanaians and Africans hate Trump, but I think we've touched on that already. Yeah. But and the similarity in their election and ours, so I think we've tackled it already.
Some of the similarities that we also need to understand is if people are saying say former President Trump etimaba be winning election now, that means former President Mahama can win. But the personal attributes of Trump and no, it's also in question because Mahama doesn't possess that. Mahama is still
doesn't possess what?
It's a personal attribute of being vicious.
Okay.
Onibi. Trump is Kennedy Japan own 4D.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, it's what 4D.
I'm assuming I take it short straight.
No, Kennedy Japan was 4D. He's folded. Homie a pussyfooted. He pussyfooted.
When Endorsey
exactly.
Baumiano.
What you say? The country now needed a vicious. We need a vicious leader.
Yes.
Ghana,
we saw him as that. Most of the people saw him as that.
Yes. And Obi to say Trump, we're maintaining the energy now. Hey, energy no. From time our cars will be trade.
Yeah.
Who grab them by their pussy.
Yeah.
On Sisaba Kukra.
Still not a two crack him.
On change you. And yes, so I caught Tenacia. The guy is even virtually in court as Nikkei's court. I have run the president still now.
You see what my president? I'm the best shaky,
So, but there be one rule of law in here. When found so a certain president and now
a cow
account or on a different conversation. Although you can find a way ways and down case. What you say? Come from money when you me farmers.
I did too much.
So you need to understand how they practice it. And say Obi to say Canada, Japan. And I think I said it the last time that if he's thinking, because most of the people were like, Slim won't take politics. I say stick to entertainment, and I'm like, fuck you. Because I pay taxes the same way.
Yes,
and I've been around virtually. I've monitored, and in fact, this is the first time I'm saying this anywhere. There are certain elections, because I've been on the ground to cover it for major news outlets.
Oh, yeah.
So you may cover elections. Oh,
okay.
The Honorable Joe Wise. I think Joe Wise were free parliament. Bekwai.
Oh, okay.
Bekwai, I was there when he was running for independent. I covered it. That was in my 3rd year in the university.
Wow.
I covered it for.
I don't ever say.
Oh.
It's your boy.
Okay, so now I'm a statistics lecturer. Azuma. Azuma was I don't know if she was related to her, related to him, but now also campaigning for Joe Wise. So we went there, class. Wow, statistics, marks, also going to the good books.
As I said, I'm not your DJ.
Oh, now you're DJ because Focus FM. This is campus days. Focus FM. I'm a professional DJ. I was a DJ, but I'm a cover. And I've been covering elections from that time.
So he knows what he's talking about when he says stuff like this. So
exactly.
This
is like 2000 and we did 2000, 2004, 2008.
Wow.
So 2008. From 2008. I've been monitoring some of these elections. So when I'm telling you something about
elections,
this is what I see. I'm not saying it is on authority, but it's because I've built experience on it, like my TAB and my follow B. So I can tell you that some of the qualities that Trump possesses, and yet pet. And as to Niema Ghana for here, say for them to hear. Menya sure say no, and Mahama so address. So te say dwene say because back when winning to automatically be winning there's a viral picture of Trump wabunko to dwa man for bonfire man. And about Mahama so wabunko to dwa man for
editorial I was saying Nyamin carry nchira papa no
carry say Uzubempa.
Uzubempa yes.
Uzubempa so predicted say Trump be winning. And Trump be winning. And on was I predicted say Mahama be winning. If Mahama wins, it's because Ghanaians are naturally sick and tired of the NPP.
And there's no way God told him to come tell us say Mahama win.
Onimno.
The G pounds no. Oh shit Obana Sabapan Obana chene to mu so bofo like did in a chinyami ni papa no.
Na me de me nyame aboa.
Let's maybe start this morning.
Ni de me aboa ma nyame ana.
Make ba ko pe. But the first I will say everyone more for Gina the brutal.
It's in America who has say season. Because I strongly believe Ghanaians are willing to listen to stuff that Honorable Kennedy Japan would have to say. Because we need a vision. Obi obe can the party for dim kwase asema obe catch romo.
Yes.
And exactly, I felt Obi to say Alan Chematin.
Yes.
In his last interviews be or year.
Okay.
Now I was feeling him say, Daddy. I feel now can because near maybe we cause a party no was so to me there. Usiso.
Yes.
So when he broke away, I understood him and I felt him. And I think that should have been exactly the tone of Kennedy Japan.
Now because of
I swear to God.
Shut down.
Movement for change. Alan.
Any Kennedy Japan.
But anyway, Osu, Eko, I mean, he also has a lot of you following. I mean, let's see what happens. But anyway, you're ready to see in a more professional way. Upcoming election. But I can tell you, say, subscribe to this channel because in the upcoming weeks, we'll be giving you a lot of content and, of course, our extensive coverage of Ghana
the election that's about to happen.
2024. So
once again,
the Niyama fresh be. There will be 2 more channels, so it's going to be amazing.
All right.
Your friend DJ Slim.
Once again, congratulations to Donald Trump.
Congratulations. That's my president. Opinion Oma mitiminya American visa. So men through apply for visa no. Don't be afraid. Apply. My documents nye correct. And yes, waka so bepam. Or say omo ye illegal unless wa adwiri mu no. Who be so ko wi bibi ho. Eno de on twim out. Who be so ye illegal like be dia on twim out because ono wajimi chen. Onim de wo. We street boy.
Yes.
We also be so twemu de.
Oh, but only
Also twemu de. Chef, was it oba na na ho a so na twe.
One guy's a regular.
I just grab them now near country here.
On that note,
come into the comment section. Let me know what you think. Most importantly, keep it real because the street is always
watch it. Yeah.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.